Good evening, friends, and thank you so much for joining me on another segment of Namaste, where you must live and learn so you don't get burned. Tonight, we are talking about the 5 love languages. I've had so many requests to discuss this, so the people out there that requested it, you better be watching this. All right, so the 5 love languages. So it's been a good 30 years now that this writer, Gary Chapman, this has been so popular with a lot of people. A lot of people have been utilizing his website and his book and all of the free study guides that he has and the quizzes that he has so that they can save their relationships with themselves as well as with their spouse or significant other. So what we're going to do is I will give you the website, I'll give you some advice, and I will go over those love languages with you so that you can be aware of what yours might be and what your spouse or partners might be. So the first one I'm going to talk about is physical touch. That would happen to be my love language. So we're talking hugs and kisses and holding hands in the park and holding hands in the mall and, holding hands in the movies. Most people that are affectionate are the ones who can identify with the physical touch. Another one is gift giving. So if you like to give gifts, random gifts, surprise gifts, things like that, your love language is probably gift giving. Then we have words of affirmation. That's another one for me because you can definitely have more than one. I wouldn't say you can have all 5, but you can definitely have more than one. So that is another one that I can identify with for sure because I love women mostly. We love to hear compliments. We love to hear I love you. We love to hear encouraging words. We are verbal creatures of habit. So I think a lot of women out there can relate to that one. Then we have quality time. That is when you just watch a movie together or, go for a walk together or whatever it is that you can do together, to spend time together. That's a good one. A lot of people like to spend time because they feel like that builds the relationship. So I per se, because I have such a hectic schedule all the time, I'm not real big with time. I appreciate spending time, which we all should. But if I had to pick and choose, I'm going to stick with my words of affirmation and my physical touch. So then we also have acts of service, and that is when you are you're assisting someone with something. That could be the house chores, that could be errands, things like that, just to show that you care. And this one is really good for people that, have more than one child, I would say, because you need that extra support and that extra help when you need to take a nap. You need someone to maybe do the dishes or vacuum or clean up or help feed the children. So this is a good one for females to communicate with their significant others because we're always the ones that are, let's keep it real, stuck doing everything. No offense, guys, but we are. It is what it is. So we've got gifts, we've got quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, and physical touch. So it's important that you find out which one you are, right? So they have a test that you can actually take. And I think it would be fun to take this with your partner and then see which one you are. And then, of course, communicate. That's one of my favorite words, communicate. Although some of us are uncomfortable communicating, communication will save your relationship. It will save your life. It will save your stress level. And it will definitely keep you healthy. So if you're not a good communicator, practice being a good communicator by taking this test and sharing the results with your partner. Now, this is a little bit off topic, but I think it's also important to know if you are compatible with the person that you are with. Some people really aren't into the zodiac thing. I per se am. If you go online, utilize Google, right? Google's like everybody's friend. Utilize Google and see if your zodiac sign is compatible with your partner. Now, if you're not compatible, I'm telling you right now, it can work, but it will be more work. It will be more stressful. because you're not compatible. Opposites attract, yeah, but you're still going to have that confliction because you're not compatible. Now, if you think that the relationship you're in does have that potential for that longevity, I absolutely say to you to keep working at it, be patient, be positive, but by no means do you want to force that other person to love you. Once you communicate what your love language is, the rest should be easy breezy, because if your partner knows what it is that makes you click and what it is that keeps you happy, happy means healthy, right? The rest should be a piece of cake, and vice versa. Once you know what your partner's love language is, do what you need to do to make it work. And there's a period at the end of that sentence. Do what you need to do to make it work. Now, some people feel like, hey, it is what it is. If it's not going to work, I go my way, you go your way. And I respect people like that. But you also have the people that want to keep trying to make it work when it's not going to work. And those are the people that are setting themselves up for self-destruction, in my opinion. Life is too short to walk in front of a car when you see that it's going to hit you, right? So don't do that. Be smart, be wise, love yourself. That's another episode, but love yourself. And a way that you can love yourself is by living your truth and knowing yourself well enough to know if you can proceed with being with someone in a relationship, or you can't. It is what it is. Either you can or you can't. And if you make the choice to proceed, don't be mad at anybody but yourself if it doesn't work. And I'm not being negative. I hope that's not what it sounds like. I'm being real, because we're all adults. And if you know ahead of time that you're not compatible with someone, you can save yourself a lot of headache, a lot of heartache, and lots of stress, right? So back to the love languages. Let's take it back to the message at hand. So you can go to 5lovelanguages.com. That's the number 5lovelanguages.com. Take the test. Look at the free study guides. Go to the library. You can rent the book. If you don't have the money to buy the book, I would strongly suggest that you do one or the other, and start the communication lines in your relationship, because that will make it much healthier. Okay? Sit down, talk. Now, if you are a quality time love language person, I have a suggestion for you. When the kids are asleep, or the child is asleep, if you have children out there, make dinner together. Yeah, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is spending that quality time. Talk about how your day went. Talk about your next family vacation you're going to plan. Just spend that quality time together, and make sure you have the baby monitor on. How about that? Make sure you have that on as well. So I think that would be a great way to spend quality time. Make dinner together. Sit down and eat the dinner together, right? While the kids are asleep. So what? It's a late dinner. You're spending that quiet, quality time together. If you're a gift giver, I think something good to do would be to surprise your partner. Pick up their favorite dinner from their favorite restaurant. Surprise them with a massage. Surprise them with flowers. You know, whatever it is that you have to do to give them that boost that they need to keep the relationship on a level of comfort and happiness and no stress, right? Then we have words of affirmation. If you know that I like to hear I love you every day, you need to tell me that every day. You can tell me through text. You can tell me before you leave out the door. If we stay together, you can tell me over the phone. You know, if we don't stay together, before we go to bed, whatever it is, right? Tell me I'm beautiful. Encourage me. Tell me it's going to be a positive week. You know, we need to hear that. We need to hear things, okay? So that's a good one for words of affirmation. Acts of service. Already have it in your mind that you're going to do something around the house that you normally don't do. Help each other out. That could be the laundry. That could be vacuuming, cleaning the kitchen, whatever it is, acts of service. Run errands for your partner. If you're running to the grocery store, run errands. Hey, did you need me to pick something up? Hey, did you need me to drop that off at the dry cleaners? Show that you're putting forth that effort, and then your partner will show that they're putting forth that effort, to help you out with whatever your love language is. And then lastly, we have physical touch. Hug your partner before you leave. Kiss your partner before you leave, right? Whatever it is that keeps their clock ticking, you should do it. Because relationships are work. Whether that be with your children, whether that be with yourself, whether that be with your siblings, all relationships require work. And if this is the person that you might possibly spend the rest of your life with, why not put in the work? Put in the work. Go to the website, utilize the free study guide, take the quiz together, have some fun together so that you can move forward with a happy, healthy relationship. Thank you so much for spending some of your evening with me. Next week, I really, really hope you tune in. I will be talking about a very heartfelt topic. I'm not going to tell you what that is because I want you to tune in, right? So please subscribe if you have not. Please share my page if you have not. Please give me some comments if you have not. Thumbs me up if you have not. And if you have any questions for me, I'm thinking about starting a Friday follow-up, and that's just going to be something that I do maybe every other week, where I let you ask me the questions about whatever the topic is that I discussed, and I get back with you that following week, if not that same week, and I answer your questions. And I'm also going to be doing a poll next week, so please look out for the poll. If I can get that together, I'll do that for you as well. And I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful, positive evening. Namaste. I hope you had a fierce day. Ciao.